Alright, so I've been working with this thing for a little while now. I put it all back in the box so you could see how it looked when it comes. This is just an Amazon box, it looks like. However, this is the box that it comes in. So it's a product from Aspect Tech, designed for you, aspecttech.com. Check that out if you're so inclined. So that's the box it came in. Amazon just put their tape and stuff on it. Here we go, open it up, and right off the top you've got the user manual. And I'll talk more to this in a few minutes here, but the user manual on this is excellent, absolutely fantastic. There's actually a lot to this little guy, so do have a look through this. We can go through that in just a second, but there's a lot of information, really good information in there. There's a supplemental information sheet here. Talks about the two types of signal, the sonic and ultrasonic. Of course, humans can hear sonic. Ultrasonic is for the animals, various animals. So that's that. Getting right into it. There it is. That is the animal deterrent right there, and it goes this way. This is the bottom. So there's a LED strobe, there's a motion sensor, and then a speaker, and that's the three main components of this thing. Beyond that, when you pop it open, on the inside there's nothing in here, but on the inside here, I'll just slide this box out of the way. So on the main componentry here of this part, you've got a place for 4 C batteries. So this can be run off of C batteries or DC 9 volts, and that's an included attachment as well. So this thing has several different settings on here. Definitely read the manual because that'll help you get through this. Motion sensor, constant, and continuous sweep are the 3 motion sensor sensitivity settings for ultrasonic. Operating time is 24 hours, day or night. So if you're going to leave it on all the time, just put it on 24 hours and it'll do its best in darkness or light. It does quite well all that way. Then down here on the bottom, I don't know if you can see that very well, but we'll get to it in a second in the manual. If you can see this, there's a dial here, and this is for setting the frequency of the tone that it's going to emit. So we have insects, deer, raccoons, armadillos, possums, birds, skunks, cats, dogs, and rodents. So as you turn this dial, it changes the frequency of the ultrasonic sound that's emitted from this. Definitely works because we actually could hear, you can hear it part way somewhere in here, I think it was, and the cat was really annoyed. You could tell that when we turned it on, the cat knew it was there. So 2 more settings here. The motion sensor sensitivity, so on the very bottom setting would be 5, and then the more sensitive you make it, of course, the smaller the thing will trigger the motion sensor. And then over here we have this sonic volume, so that's just the volume of the noise. So also in the box it comes with, in here is your charge cord, or your plug-in for it. This is quite a lengthy cord. I believe they said it was 10 meters, but I can check on that. So this is your AC-DC adapter, converts it to 9.5 volts, and that's what this demands. Then just a simple barrel connector that plugs right into your unit like so. Just like that. And then there's a place to run the cord out through the bottom when you put the face back on the back of it. It goes this way, I believe. So, and there's 2 screw holes that you can hang it up on a wall or whatever you need to do. So that's that. There's also a remote control on a keychain that comes with it. Has several functions there, so volume, light, as well as power, and this is a turbo called turbo button, so that activates for 20 seconds all the noises and all the strobes. So if you see somebody coming into your yard, for example, you can hit that and this thing will go berserk and scare them right out of your yard. There is an extension, so if you need an extension line on your plug-in cord, you simply plug that into one end and this into the unit itself, and that'll extend your reach with this quite a ways. And finally in the bag they include a couple of screws with screw inserts, so you can put that into presumably drywall or something like that, or you could just screw these straight into wood, and those screws will fit right into these slots in the back. So here is everything that's included with the Aspect Tech Yard Sentinel. This is everything that came in the box: the user manual, an extra little flyer thing, the back cover to the unit itself, the AC-DC adapter with an extension, a remote control, as well as 2 screws with screw inserts. So let's take this out and I'll get it set back up and show you some video of it actually working. Okay, so I had it outside and it's actually too loud for testing outside, so I'm going to set it up. There's the volume control. I'm just going to set it up here quickly so you can see and hear how it works. So I've got this plugged in to a wall socket. I'm just going to plug it in here. Whoops, no, sorry, in here. That's just a screw hole down there. And we're set up and ready to go. Now, you can see the red light has come on, so that means it's kind of in a standby mode. I've got the volume turned about halfway, a little bit lower than halfway, and you'll see in a second why. It's quite deafening. Motion sensor, constant or sweep, or onto motion sensor. So if we have it on motion sensor setting and we turn it on when we move, it'll go off. But we'll just turn it to constant and we can show you how that works. I'll put it on, I'll leave it on night, and maybe I can show you the strobe. The strobe only flashes at night, so it has a light sensor that knows when it's dark outside. Using the remote, this is your turbo button, and you can't hear it now because it's turned way down, but there's the strobe, and it goes for 20 seconds in that mode. I'll turn it up slightly so you can hear it. So that's so loud, it's deafening. It hurts my ears. There's 20 seconds and it's finished. So that's 110 decibels, they say, which is a lot of volume, especially when it's a screechy, annoying noise like that. So anyway, there you go. That's about it. You can turn it on and off using the power button. That's off and on, and it's ready to go. Strobe and then ultrasonic sound. So that turns on the ultrasonic sound. However, I can't hear it because it's designed for animals. So my cats are probably going crazy in the backyard right now. We'll turn that off. There. It's all right. So here's a little interesting thing. This is basically an app. Let's flip it around the wrong way. An app on my phone. You can see as I talk. It's called an oscilloscope, and it measures the frequency and reverberation. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug this in, and you can see it working on here. I'll try to be quiet as it happens, and you can see the different frequencies. So we've got the dial turned all the way to the left currently. And here's what the all the way to the left looks like. So you can see that that was one frequency. Let's turn it just mid-range, halfway, and just see what that looks like. Very similar. That's slightly different. I don't think it changes as I dial it. It does. So let's start it again, and I'll turn it up as it goes in volume. There you go. So that's pretty interesting. So there you go. I'm going to go get it mounted. Maybe I'll throw up a few pictures of it mounted. And I'll see how it works and go from there. Still photo.